Welcome to J Marcus YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm about to uncover the way you get fast in 2026. Do not miss this. If I had 30 days to maximize my performance, this is what I would do. This will be my routine. Monday will be my speed day. Speed for me is anything under 40 meters. A lot of people say speed work, they get on the track, they're doing 80 meters, 70 meters. For me, that's speed endurance. Speed work for me is keeping it sharp, doing your 10 meters, your 20 meters, your 30 meters accelerations, whether it's with a sled, whether it's not with a sled. And then after that acceleration part, I will go into the gym and lift really fast, moderate weights. So I'm going about 60% to my max, but I'm lifting the bar really, really fast, recruiting all of those muscles that I need, enabling me to sprint faster, finish off with a little walk or a little jog, always warm down. If it was on Tuesday, I would focus on a tempo day. I had a hard sprinting day the day before. I'm gonna do a tempo just to get the blood moving into my body by doing some aerobic training. Wednesday, I would get some treatment, or I would rest and do some active recovery. And then Thursday, I would do a speed or speed endurance day. That's gonna be either, your 80 meters that I was talking about earlier, or it's gonna be slightly longer, maybe your 120 meters, your 150 meter reps, but I would only do about 3 to 4 reps. Friday, I would do something similar like I did on Tuesday, or just rest. On Saturday, you can either do another speed session or a special endurance session mixed with a tempo. So, for example, maybe I will do 3 times 30 meters, that's my speed part. Add a special endurance rep, maybe a 220 meters. And then I will do some tempo to finish off the week. So that'll be, your 4 times 150 meters. That's how I would do my training if I'm trying to get faster. I'll definitely be in the gym twice a week. That is my recommendation. Now, I wouldn't be training 5 to 6 days a week because simply I think it's too much, especially when you're not in that elite bracket right now. If you're still, trying to get to sub-elite times, you need to keep it simple. Now, a lot of people just go and lift as heavy as they can. Look, I can squat 200, I can deadlift 250, but it doesn't automatically translate into your sprinting. You have to do movements that's gonna help you get off the ground quicker, i.e. plyometrics. Plyometrics should be done at least 3 times a week. So many people are lifting weights and forgetting about plyometrics, or doing plyometrics after they're lifting weights when their body's already tired. You need to be doing plyometrics first when your body is fresh. One important thing that's important to consider is where your feet are landing on every step, especially when you're sprinting. Every step you're producing 3 to 5 times your body weight. So your body is absorbing a lot of shock. If you can hear the difference, it's the midsole. Too many athletes are landing on their toes in the max velocity position. When you're accelerating your 0 to 30 meters, it's acceptable to land like this. So when you're in the max velocity stage, so once you pass the dry phase, you need to be landing on your midsole, not your toes and not your heels. All the top athletes do that. Stop overcomplicating things, stop doing fancy drills you see on Instagram. The boring stuff works. Just rinse and repeat. What doesn't get spoken about enough in elite sport, especially track and field, is the mindset. The mindset is the most important thing. Many athletes lose the race even before they get to the starting line. Why? Because their mindset is, I'm not going to win this race. Their mindset is, this guy or this girl is faster than me. I won't win. They're better than me. I hope to come second or third. I hope to qualify for the final. I hope to qualify for the semi-final. You've already lost. Your mindset needs to be, I'm going to do the best that I possibly can. I'm in the best shape I possibly can. So many athletes go into the race. I ask them, what do you expect from this race? Oh, I don't know. I've been doing a lot of heavy training. I just want to see where I'm at. I just want to see this. I just want to see that. And you need to stop saying stuff like, I'm not ready. Your mindset should be, look, I'm going to do the best that I can. Thinking about yourself in a positive light, because that is going to push you through, especially the hard races. A lot of mistakes I see younger athletes make is that when it comes to the race, during the race warm-up, they're doing too much push out of the blocks. I've seen athletes do 6 to 10 block starts before a race. It's just simply too much. Keep it simple. Do 3 to 4 maximum. This is my recommendation. Listen, if you want to do 5, be my guest. I've seen too many athletes burn themselves out before the race, before they even get into the line. You're going to be tired before you even start racing. Once your adrenaline is in your system, you will eventually end up doing more than what's required, because you need to actually calm your body down and use your adrenaline for when it matters. So you have to manage your energy. Athlete A trains 5 to 6 times a week. Athlete B trains 3 to 4 times a week. Athlete A looks like he's putting in more work than athlete B. However, athlete B is doing more quality work and will outperform athlete A when it comes to the race day. Now, everyone talks about peaking too soon, too early, when to peak, but my honest answer is keep it simple. If you have a race day, there is no point training 5 or 6 days leading up to that race. You need to give yourself time to rest. Racing is different to training. Competition is different to practice. Therefore, when you're in a competition, your mindset has to be in a practice mode because you don't want to do things that you don't normally do. However, your body is going to perform at a different intensity and your body has to be prepared for that. The problem I see with many athletes is that they do not want to invest in their personal development. What do I mean by this? They want to do everything cheaply. When it comes to massage, it's cheap. When it comes to footwear, it's cheap. When it comes to food they're putting in their body, it's cheap food. Everything is cheap. So that is going to translate into a subpar performance. You have to invest money into track and field or whatever sport you're doing, because it's the only way you can truly achieve what you're supposed to achieve. Try to get the best coach possible for yourself. Try to do the best diet that you can. Try to get the best footwear. I know some are more expensive than others, but don't go for the name brands. Don't go for the exciting, shiny trainer. Go for the trainer that's going to give you the best results in terms of comfort, in terms of how much spring is going to give you back on the track. You have to start thinking these things through. Don't get caught up in the hype. Focus on your own lane.